Two of the questions Alice Clark asked us to address today are, how has this church helped support your own boldness in your life? And how has the church already been speaking boldly in the world? It occurred to us as we thought over the past year since we moved here last Halloween, that the experiences we have had during this time illustrates the answer to these questions. The first event we attended was the Decker's Christmas party at the Hellisons, an experience that spoke boldly to us of an extravagant welcome. The music the choir creates speaks not only to those gathered here, but also to those who participate on the website. Soon our new director, who has a wonderful vision for us, will start his work. At the Wednesday night Bible study and on church retreats, we search together for a progressive understanding of the Bible and of faith, speaking boldly to each other and listening to each other. The Green Team has provided many experiences that speak boldly in defense of creation. This past spring, I participated in several Mission for One Earth activities. For example, planting trees in Oakland with Urban Relief and working on the Green Commute to Church Sunday. In August, I even participated in a protest march at Chevron in Richmond, along with members of the Green Team and about 2,500 others who spoke boldly in defense of the environment. During my first very active year here at FCCB, the church has spoken boldly to me and in the world about faith, love, and inclusiveness.
I believe that I was called to this church with Nancy to share, in the words of the UCC Statement of Faith, the cost and joy of discipleship. It's been a homecoming for me after 38 years in the pulpit to worship in the pew, to a home I had never known before, yet one I had known all my life, in California, not Connecticut. You're not in Connecticut anymore, and neither am I. When anyone back home asks about how I'm adjusting to the move, the first words out of my mouth invariably are, "Let me tell you about our church." I feel that I was called to this congregation by God and then invited and welcomed by Pastor Pat, whom I first met 30 years ago while attending worship with my confirmation class at Riverside Church in New York City to listen to my old friend William Sloane Coffin offer up the word the way my confirmation class had never heard it before. Pat had just been called to be Minister of Christian Discipleship, and I was intrigued by that name, and since arriving here, have understood more and more its connection to our senior pastor. With her leadership and guidance, along with Phil, Rachel, and Shelley, I expected this parish to serve as a cathedral of hope, boldly proclaiming the social gospel that promotes justice and peacemaking. And in preaching, worship, and witness, my expectations have been more than surpassed. I have appreciated the welcome I've received here more than you can know. The Deckers Fellowship Group, occasional singing with the choir, the men's group, and now I'm excited to become part of the new Befriender ministry. In conclusion, I just want to testify what the love of our Creator, your love, and the continuing love of my lifelong partner mean to me, and even more, what that love implies for the way that we ought to treat one another and treat the world.